everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. And yes, the Criterion Collection sucked me back in yet again. I know the first video I posted I thought would be my last video for this month, but here we are yet again. Barnes & Noble and Amazon, those deals were just looking too sweet. So I picked up 7 more titles that I want to share with you guys, and this should be the end of it. If I do grab any more, they will just go into my end of the month haul, but I really feel like this is the last of it. So let's do this. Before we do, if you enjoy these types of videos, hit that like button down below. That engagement really helps me out. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right into part 2 of my Criterion Collection 50% off haul. So right from the get-go here, I will once again shout out the Misfit Pond. I actually went back and watched like all of their haul videos over the last 3+ years now, and I'll call out Perry. Perry is the man I wish I could be. That guy is so funny. I love him. But anyway, one of the movies he consistently talks about in those haul videos is this one here, Good Morning. This is an Ozu film. So I have not seen any of Ozu's work, but this is often cited as the best of his. This is more of like a family drama, comedy type film where these 2 little boys are essentially boycotting the family because the parents refuse to buy a television set. Like, I am so there for this. I have got to see this one. I've heard about this and been considering it for the past few hauls, but I finally pulled the trigger. And I think what put me over the edge is that I realized that this actually comes with a second movie on top of it. It's called I Was Born But, which is another Ozu film. It's a silent film from 1932. So really looking forward to checking out spine number 84. This is from 1959. Cannot wait to check out Good Morning. You might see a theme here, and a lot of these, at least the first 3, are ones that have other films included with them because, yes, I found a list, and so I thought, you know what, that's a really good deal. Let's get some of those. Well, one of these is a Hitchcock one that I didn't have in the collection already. This is The Lodger. So on top of The Lodger, hang on one second, spine number 885, and this is from 1927. But the other one on here is Downhill, which is another silent from Hitchcock. So I didn't own any of these on Blu-ray previously. I owned them in like those real cheap Hitchcock sets that you get for, you know, dirt cheap, but I didn't own them in any good format. So I figured, you know what, this is a great way to do this. I recently watched another Hitchcock film, and so I just wanted to check out as much as I can. And because I didn't own these in any decent format, I thought this would be a great way to do it. So The Lodger is a thriller as far as I understand it, but that's really all I know about it. It is another silent as far as I get. So yeah, very much looking forward to checking these 2 out. So Downhill from 27 is the other bonus film, but the release here is The Lodger, spine number 885 from 1927. So this is the last of the films that has a bonus film included, but I really wanted to grab this. This is spine number 1099 from 1941, High Sierra, the Raoul Walsh film with Humphrey Bogart in it. So what I was reading about this sounds very interesting. It is kind of that turn from the 30s into the 40s where we enter film noir, and Bogart's character is like going to go on one last heist in the desert. But of course, I'm sure things are going to go wrong from there. But what's really cool about this release is that it has the director's own remake from only 8 years later, 1949, called Colorado Territory. So I love that you get the second feature film on there. That's so cool. So yeah, really looking forward to checking this one out. Have always heard great things about this, so happy to have it in the collection. Here is High Sierra from 1941, spine number 1099. I've talked about this before on the channel, but one of my favorite things in film is when a typically comedic actor does something against type. Like Robin Williams in 1 Hour Photo, for example, or one of my favorite examples, Jim Carrey in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Like, those are amazing, and I love when they're able to do that. Adam Sandler is typically, maybe not even as much anymore, but historically known as a comedic actor, but every once in a while he does something dramatic. So Punch Drunk Love, I've heard incredible things about, and I thought I owned it already. Turns out I didn't, so I instantly had to grab this one. This is spine number 843 from 2002, and it's a Paul Thomas Anderson film. I really like him, and I love Adam Sandler, so I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. Have heard excellent things over the years. I thought I had the DVD, which is why I held off, but it's Spanglish that I own and not Punch Drunk Love, which I'm sure is a world of difference. But yeah, so very excited to check this one out. Punch Drunk Love from 2002, spine number 843. This next one, I fully intended to watch. I think this was on HBO Max when I looked it up, but I was there at the store and it just called to me, so I picked it up. We have a newer release here. This is Nanny. This is spine number 1196 from 2022, and this is supposed to be a horror movie, but from what I understand is that it's not very horror, it's more like drama thriller, so I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this one as much as I'm hoping I will, but it sounds interesting. It is going to have a lot of social commentary in it, I'm sure, based on the subject matter, so I don't know. I'm hoping I like it. Hopefully it's not one of those that I regret not watching first, but I love blind buying the Criterion Collection, so hopefully this is one I'll enjoy. This is Nanny from 2022, spine number 1196. If I'm not mistaken, this is a new release for either October or November. The first 4K title I grabbed was one that I wasn't even planning on picking up, but I was looking through that store that I was at that day, not finding anything. Then I walked up to their little counter that they have in the back, and lo and behold, here was this one sitting there, and it was the only time I've seen this the entire month, but that's the reason I grabbed The Others. This is from 2001, spine number 1195. Now, this is a movie that I've seen a couple times now, and like I said, it's not a favorite of mine, but I do appreciate it enough that I want to give it another shot, especially in 4K, which I've heard really great things about the transfer and the audio on this. So looking forward to checking it out. Not a favorite, but you can still have movies in your collection that aren't favorites, just things that you, like a little bit. That's kind of the case with this one. So hopefully I'll like it a little bit more this next time through. This is The Others, spine number 1195 from 2001. And last but not least is one that I didn't own on Blu-ray previously, so I grabbed the 4K. This is spine number 1160, Malcolm X. Another shout out to Misfit Pond. They love this movie over there. It's a couple of their favorite Spike Lee films, so I figured, you know what, I need to check it out. I love Denzel Washington, so he's supposed to be incredible in this. That's good enough for me. And the transfer is supposed to look really great on this 4K also. So looking forward to checking this one out. I don't know too much about it, but it's Spike Lee, so I'm sure it's going to be worth watching. Malcolm X is the last one that I grabbed for this month from 1992, spine number 1160. All right, so that is the last of my Criterion Collection pickups. At least I believe it is, but time will tell. But I'd love to hear from you guys down below. One question I have for you is, are you upgrading the Criterion 4Ks when you already own it on Blu-ray? Specifically, when you already own the Criterion Blu-ray? I've not done that yet, and frankly, I just don't see that happening. There might be one or two where I make an exception, but for the most part, the Criterion Blu-rays look excellent. So I'm not sure that the 4K is worth another $25 on top of, the $20 I've already spent for half off, because I never buy these at full price. So I haven't done that yet, and I'm curious if you guys have. So let me know your thoughts on that and anything else down in the comments below, and let me know what else you've picked up this month. But that is going to do it for today, guys. So if you enjoyed this one, go and hit that like button down below. Hey, and if you didn't like it, if you're that one person who hits the thumbs down on virtually every single video I post over the past couple of months, shout out to you. I appreciate that thumbs down too. Whatever you do to engage with the video, I really appreciate it. But that said, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, books, movies, video games, graphic novels. If it's media related, I'm interested in it, and if you are too, you might consider subscribing. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.